George Mashinini will tomorrow ride from Midrand to Kimberley, to Kimberley to Bloemfontein in just under 24 hours. He will cover the 700-kilometer distance with the aim to raise funds for a charity under the name Proud Beginners Cycling Club. The race will benefit Impact Crash, which is based in Krugersdorp inside the cradle of humankind, where thousands of cyclists ride every weekend. Mashinini joins us now live in studio. Thank you for making time for us, George. Geez, so Midrand to Kimberley, 700 kilometers. Are you ready?
Yeah, I've been ready. We've been working on it for a while now, almost 4 months program, basically, to get to this moment.
Talk to us about that program. What did it entail? How did you get ready for this?
Well, it starts out by basically making sure that at least 80% of that time you're focusing on getting good nutrition. And the second part of it, making sure that you stay longer on the bike, starting from small distances of 100 and go beyond that, as often as possible.
So how do you plan to, 700 kilometers, how are you going to be dividing this? Are you planning to make stops, I imagine, at certain places?
Yeah. So we will be a group of, team of 8 guys, and then we will have 11 stops. We will be mostly sitting on the N12. Our stops are such that we at least ride up no more than 70 kilometers at a time, and then do a water point or a nature
dinner
stop.
Point?
Or a dinner point. Yeah. So that's important, yes. You have to keep eating because the calories that you burn, they need to be replaced. Otherwise, you won't finish it.
I'm still trying to figure out, like 700 kilometers, 24 hours, what time are you leaving Midrand? And at what point do you think you're going to be covering the 700 kilometers? So after, you said 11 stops, yeah?
Yeah.
So and each stop is how many kilometers?
Yeah, well, we have structured it such that at least every 70 km, the longest time we will ride without having to stop will be the distance between Wolmaranstad and Bloemhof, which is about 89 km. But we used to 100 kilometers of non-stopping. So that should be fine. But the problem with that is that at that point we will be sitting near 300. We will be nowhere near halfway mark. Yeah. The halfway mark is at close to Christiana, a place called Christiana in the Northern Cape. And so, so the idea is to leave at 12:05 this coming morning.
Midnight, okay.
Midnight, and then and to arrive at Bloemfontein at least by Sunday, sometime in the early hours of the morning.
Yeah. So you're going to sleep tonight?
Well, after this, yes, I will have about 4 hours left. I've been doing, that's another interesting thing. To prepare for this, you also have to learn to sleep early. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock time slots. You have to do this for a couple of days to get the body used to sleeping early. Otherwise, it doesn't also work.
That's fascinating. So you're not just doing this for fun, you're doing this for a very good cause. Just tell us what you're trying to achieve with this program.
Yeah, so last year, collectively, the group of our guys from Proud Beginners, we managed to do large distances per year, 20,000 per year. Some guys did 21,000 on a bicycle. And then we figured that perhaps in 2022, we should ride those kilometers or convert them into some costs that can help any sort of charity. And we found that there is a specific one that best appeals to us from a disadvantaged point of view, and especially speaking to the kids. And therefore, we then decided to take on that crash, which is called Impact from the cradle.
Yeah. So is there backup? Because, stuff happens, right? George may get to Bloemfontein and then there's a strain in his ankle. What arrangements have you made in case, and hopefully there's not going to be any case where one of you has to pull out?
No. So a part of riding any long distance is the safety aspect of the riders from a health safety point of view, and also from a just our country as it stands. So we have 3 safety cars that have been brought or donated humbly by BMW, basically, to assist us to carry the food, to carry the water and hydration, to assist us in going the distance, basically. That's very important. And that also forms as escort cars from the security point of view as well. And then they will also carry the spares in case there's a puncture or bike issue, things like that.
And it sounds like it's also going to be a fun run. Yes, it's for a good cause. You're going to be donating money, you're raising funds, but you're riding with people that you are friends with or that you often cycle with. And I imagine it's not a race, right? It's not the fact that, George got there first, but we're riding together. Correct. How is that going to work?
Yeah, so it's a team ride, and so the different strengths. We've got 6. The oldest person we've got is about 71. And then the youngest boy we've got is from Bushbuck Ridge Academy. Is 16 years old.
16?
Yeah. So it will be his second time he's doing such a human endurance on his part, because that's the idea, to try and see how best we can contribute to their own development in its own right as well.
Yeah.
So it's a ride, and we will take it, ride it as comfortable as possible. But not obviously as slow that we
can't relax.
Yeah,
24 hours, remember?
Yeah, correct.
To cover 700 kilometers. And weather conditions, are you preparing for that? What are you expecting?
Yeah, the weather looks good, actually. There is expected rain, which is part of the challenge of this. It's a human challenge, basically, honestly to be said, because not only would you have to face the sun tomorrow, the Northern Cape sun, you will also face the rain, which is coming at 85%. It seems. I will also have wind on our last journey between Kimberley towards Bloemfontein, facing east. We'll have wind, 50-kilometer wind. So that in itself adds to the challenge. But you always have to remind yourself why I'm doing this. It's for a cause, and then also to beat your personal dreams of going beyond just an everyday 100 kilometers. Maybe do something longer, which is Africa's first to do such a long distance in such a short space of time. Yes.
Wow, that's incredible, George. Well done on doing this. That's for a good cause. And for people who will be driving on, what's the main road you'll be riding on again? Yeah,
so from Midrand we will eventually hop onto the N12.
The N12.
All the way till Kimberley. It's a flat road. It's unlike the previous trip we made when we went to Musina for 600 kilos. So the N12, if you pass us, you'll see the cars are branded. Please hood.
Yes.
There's a QR code on our cars that you can just donate something that you've got at any type. Monetary and non-monetary is welcomed. And we hope to give a proper report on Monday when we are done with all the excursion, basically.
No, I would like to catch up with you again when you're done. So the QR code on the vehicles themselves, you can just follow that, and then you can donate in whatever way that you can. 700 kilometers from Midrand to Kimberley. It's going to be a tough one, but they've trained for it, they're ready for it. And please support them in Hood if you see them on the N12. George Mashinini, thank you for coming in.